Are you a mod in real life?
You're real? I'm like Nick from Overwatch? Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Nick in my district?
Nick in my
It's more likely than you
district?
think. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So
The chance
winners.
of him is low but never zero. in your
Exactly. Yeah,
district.
yeah. So we got the Apple reviewer stats. Definitely want to shout out too. Really good showing at Failsafe that we probably all saw. A third place going down to a real heartbreaker with Jackal and Syrup. And nice showing at Max Res semi recently too. And like I said earlier, today's schedule has been rough, right? Game 5 after game 5.
Oh, wow,
Finally,
you're right.
some relief with the Conman win, but then right back to Melly, game 5. So it's been a long day for Apple Reviewer, and it's gonna keep getting longer. Reggie, tell me a little bit about SmurfPoster.
Yo, Smurf, I think he's one said it. He makes everybody look so dumb. one of the smartest players in the room. Losing to Justin right there and PK Chris, both sets as you see. Oh, actually beating Justin, but losing to PK Chris with a close set right there. And definitely one of our newer players. Some people have been fooled on believing that's Guy's brother. Not true fact,
What?
guys.
Who said that?
Them.
Them. Just them.
They've spread the lies. I'm here to correct you guys. But
I mean, I would believe it personally.
you know what? They're going to tell you it's actually true, and some other commentator's going to believe it. So, get fooled. But no, Smurf plays on box and plays on the controller. So, depending on what character they're going, a FGC expert doesn't use Terry as much, but uses all the other ones, as
Okay.
a Kazuya, Ryu, Ken. And you don't have a lot of those players in Tristate in general, so definitely taking people by storm. Also, I'm going to go on, plays a bit of Wolf and Steve. Yeah, there's another one here.
Technically 7.
Yeah, hidden Steve right there.
We'll do a hidden Steve 7 count on the behalf
But
of.
I don't
SmurfPoster.
think we'll see the Steve today.
I think it's pretty far down the list, right? Because we have like Ryu and Ken and Kazuya, or like I guess Kazuya and Ryu and Ken is more accurate order. But it's gonna be interesting. I think this matchup is pretty odd to say the least, right? Like Apple Reviewer has that patience that we've seen throughout the day, but that patience could probably wear thin when you have a character like Kazuya just kind of like wailing on your shield relatively safely. But we'll see if Apple Reviewer can still find those gaps to kind of capitalize or find any sort of way to get around some of that usually oppressive offensive from SmurfPoster. Going into game 1, it's going to be small battlefield. Good pick.
Yeah, no. And we're already seeing the movement come out from SmurfPoster. And you don't see the controller, but they're on the box, man.
Yeah, you can tell by how far the arms kind of are.
Yeah.
They're on, it's there on his lap, and you can tell by the movement. You can tell by the consistency as well from the Kazuya. He's on that box, and he's making Everett kind of work to get his foot back in a lead of some sort. Because at 115, 133 after the hit of the stepping sidekick, you're about to lose your first stock almost 30 seconds into the first match.
Yeah, the thing is, though, it's going to be a pretty... Okay, well, it's going to be an interesting sort of rhythm to the game, right? Those early stocks here, those grabs, for example, are going to be big damage from 0 to apparently 100 after that first stock for SmurfPoster, but the response from Apple Reviewer can be huge. For example, that air dodge went the other way, or these tech chases, it can be even very quickly right there taking that stock right back.
Should have watched the Widest video. But what I was playing earlier with Apple Reviewer for like warm up, and he mentioned he does have like a few counterplay, as you're gonna see right there. Ducking against Kazuya just does a great job of getting them to whip Alexis Wing Godfist, and he is hopeful in the matchup. And like what me Brawler can do. My big thing is I feel like Kazuya is just better me Brawler because this character can just truly kill you with an invincible move. And as you see right there,
yeah.
Doc gone.
One little touch, and then suddenly your stock is just gone. And just like you said, Kazuya kind of does what Meat Brawler does, but honestly better to a greater extent. Going for a double upper on the platform, and you're trying to find a way to actually land, and finds at the very end of the day, but now you've activated the drive.
A really interesting interaction right there to shout out. The down air kind of sharks the opposite way for Apple Reviewer. It could lead into the upper, but up smash not taking it at 140 and change. Gotta kind of take this stock pretty soon, or SmurfPoster's threatening to do something pretty egregious. Gonna be the down throw, looking for the back air, but good dodge timing.
Yeah. Okay, good job dodging the raise drive and dodging electric with Gotham. It wasn't a true one because you didn't see the electric sparks there, but still, nonetheless, is Apple Reviewer doing a great job spacing outside of burst range. And that's what you want to do when you're fighting against Kazuya. You gotta like mix up your burst range and like mini dash in a few times with those dash attacks, or you try to just confuse them and dash back and have them live. That's where it gets tough because this character, not one of the greatest movements, but when they hit you, it's gonna be tough because you were seeing raise drive on deck right here.
And anything that SmurfPoster does right now is just gonna send Apple Reviewer to a new game. Honestly, there's one hit, and then we go on the platform trying to find the up air. Unfortunately, gonna be not getting it. But I mean, we get the Gates to Hell or whatever, and you're just dead. That's not Gates to Hell. That's a kick.
Hell's Gate.
Hell's Gate.
I was not comfortable with the confidence you had of saying game when Apple Reviewer was at like 70. But you were so right. And you know, I didn't doubt you, but it didn't make me feel any better.
It did.
There was so much confidence too, like 75 here, and you can see just from the movement, SmurfPoster really like kind of jockeying for center. Apple Reviewer going for a little bit too much with the dash attack, and then what a capitalization. Looking pretty comfortable after that first game and rehydrating. And I think we're also seeing something really interesting, and that's the joys of the box Kazuya.
Yeah.
Like the wave dashing in. The electrics are pretty consistent too, because it's, you know, instead of having to hit with two different thumbs and two different mediums, you just get the buttons to hit at the exact same time. It's really working out well, and Apple Reviewer having a hard time to adjust, but still keeping it pretty close.
Yeah. Well, we even saw before briefly that Smurf was going for the infinite. Unfortunately, dropped it right there. So there's no stage right there. That jab leads into an infinite where it distracts percent. You can't SDI it, and you just leads to death right there. Yeah, he needs it though, right?
Right.
Yeah, definitely needs it against someone like Apple Reviewer, I guess. You know.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, yeah, like Apple Reviewer is still keeping it relatively even though we did just activate that raise drive coming in for SmurfPoster. So again, Apple Reviewer had to play a little more safely, had to play a little bit outside of Kazuya's range, but you're not me gunner, you're not me sword fighter, you're me brawler, and unfortunately you have to eat that distance you have to play at.
77, still not great. I'm not having a good time.
It's not any better than last time.
It was a later percent than last time. But yeah, Apple
good.
Reviewer does a great job of doing this. Catching people with the neutral B if they're like the fastball and they're not going to air dodge down, or if you already burnt your air dodge super early, he will catch you in your drift. As you also see, Apple Reviewer does a great job. He will go off to do that pair and try to suplex you into like suicide stocks, as we saw in the earlier things. That's a great way to like cheese stocks out if you are sleeping at the wheel. So you gotta just, when you're fighting against any brawler or Apple Reviewer in particular, you gotta be aware of all time.
I mean, yeah, look at how scared Apple Reviewer is to really get in there. Yeah, you're gonna get 75% is a magic number today.
Yeah.
Clearly. So anytime he's at this number, he kind of just explodes, and that being on shield like that allows Apple Reviewer to find an opening for himself, even if it's just like the smallest one ever. It's something. It's still even. We're ticking out of time as 2 minutes have already gone by, and there's a suplex. Now you're off stage against Apple Reviewer, who has been so consistent in finding an opportunity to punish you for even being outside of the platform space.
Yeah, one thing we're seeing here too is Apple Reviewer doesn't have that confidence in the advantage state that we're used to seeing either, right? This patience usually leads to a pretty explosive advantage state once you find the opening, but Kazuya's way is making it pretty difficult, though. The neutral, looking really good, actually, in the matchup. It has been taking the stocks where the Thrupper hasn't really been.
Yeah, and my big thing is he gets that neutral B a lot. Okay, great job right there from Smurf. He's Yark. But yeah, he gets a lot of it from basically falling up air, as we're seeing. And falling up air for a lot of characters, fairly safe or fairly hard to punish. good reversal right there. And once he gets it, he's able to get these early stocks. It leads into Trupper, as we're going to see right here.
Oh, that was
wow,
right.
that's it.
Yeah.
Very surprising, but as I mentioned, there wasn't a lot of confidence usually on the platform, but that time something was different with Apple Reviewer. I think we saw like just the right amount of resets right there, and it wasn't really happening for SmurfPoster to like find any route to get back down. Right there, that especially, that like sort of second landing was huge to then force one more up air and the thrusting uppercut for the game. And we got ourselves a set, a little back and forth, and Alpha Reviewer, you know, maybe just likes to keep it close for the fans. All those Game 5s today. What's one more for the resume? You know?
Yeah. To be honest, it looked like Smurf should have lived, but, well, again, why do video?
Why do video?
I'm going to keep referencing it as long as we have me Brawlers, man.
Why do he's got to cut you a check for the AdSense on that?
To be honest, should pay me again. Did used to host a little mini-series, Item Breakers. Shout out to those videos.
True. But I don't know. Like, it's really interesting to see how this momentum has shifted. As I said, it's going to be kind of like a game of momentum, but I didn't expect it to be so SmurfPoster favored the first time and then so Apple Reviewer favored the second time, where they kind of took turns, where Apple Reviewer kind of got beat up in the first game and then still found some stocks. And then the second game, it was almost the opposite way. Mott, what do you think has to change here in this next game on Small Battlefield?
Oh, I hate opinion. No, seriousness. I think Apple Reviewer just has to find more confidence in the matchup, because it's very clear that he does get really good punishes when the cards are in his favor, and he just needs to find a way to make those cards flip his way more often than not, and not allowing Kazuya, or I'm sorry, SmurfPoster, to kind of get the better of him, not to let him be in his mind all the time, and not to allow Kazuya as a character to scare him, is going to bring Apple Reviewer much further in this bracket than he probably thinks right now.
Hey.
Oh, and Smurf just calling out the up B right there, knowing that Apple Reviewer had panicked once before. And this is a big thing. If I'm going to call out Apple Reviewer and any of his fans, he loves to attack from ledge to get some sort of reversal situation or extended combo. Good job closing out the stock right there. So if you do manage to bait that out, you do a great job. We saw it in the juice that we're seeing it right now, that he loves to do it. And that platform combo right there, they're going tick for tack, AG. Awesome, man.
That's the third time he's been able to consistently get that platform extension with the up at the very end. And it keeps taking SmurfPoster off the top, like unexpectedly so every time. Like, there's no indication, there's no nothing. You just die. It's great. We get a job log. We also get a reset for Apple Reviewer in order to get some extra combo damage on SmurfPoster. But again, it's Kazuya. He really gets 1 or 2 hits on you, and it's really back to even. I mean, 2 of them, you might die here. The auto turnaround is so good for this character for this reason, and you get the up B connection at the very end.
That was a really good pickup right there. Did not expect it. Like after Apple Reviewer had such a roaring start with that, you know, almost trademark Nair reset combo. Really good on SmurfPoster to stay composed and respond wonderfully so. Now back to neutral here. Apple Reviewer's trying to slow it down, gets the grab. That one should not do it, but the next one definitely will. Interesting.
Oh, tried to get the reset with it.
Good dash attack to take that center stage back, and now looking for the back air.
Oh.
See if we get the roll on. Yes, still getting caught by the back air in one way or another.
I thought we're going to see the suicide stock right there. Kazuya, this will be right there, able to do it. But Kazuya, if you stand too close to ledge, they are able to tailgate you and just bring you off stage like a Bowser side B.
And back and forth is so good, but Apple Reviewer going to be the one doing it. A lot of the heavy work here with that aerial coming through, and now SmurfPoster is so dominant in the center stage that Apple Reviewer doesn't really want to leave this ledge, the platform area. And when he tries to, he gets upgraded for his efforts. You see, now he gets done, now you get into the reset, and you should be able to take it right here for a side of SmurfPoster. Apple Reviewer is saying, run that back. That's not going to happen ever again. Match point for SmurfPoster, however.
Yeah, too excited, left his bottle cap on. Yeah, no.
I like to imagine Alpha Reviewer wasn't saying run it back, but just saying that's crazy.
That's crazy.
I'm insane.
Look.
It's just like basically this little sort of tech situation on the platform, right? The Nair into the mistech led to, I mean, not that getting the tech is much better anyway.
No.
You're probably still dead, but the mistech made it seem just a little bit more frustrating.
Yeah.
Leading into another electric and the up special. And this could be a match point, as you said, Mott, but does give Alpha Reviewer a chance to kind of slow it down, maybe bring it back. Not a great start, though. It's going to be a big game.
Oh, wait, we make it back. Okay. I thought it would be much worse than that after we did Rapid Jab on shoot for so long, but I mean, it would kind of bring it away from that situation that would have definitely gotten you killed a little bit earlier than I expected. Well, I think Alpha was kind of scared. He just popped on.
Definitely is scared, but trying to like compose themselves. You see them holding down back, essentially. This new Brawler kind of just camped out trying to get away from this electric. And we're not seeing the dash attack. Okay, there we go. Like that we're so familiar with in the other previous games.
It's so interesting, though, because like Alpha Reviewer usually looks so comfortable in the spots on the platform or under the platform, but ironically, it's exactly where SmurfPoster wants to be too. And I think that kind of shift in dynamic is really difficult for Alpha Reviewer to kind of work around. That is a good pickup, though, and should probably lead to the eventual stock. It's going to be the back air finally. Alpha Reviewer with a lead, which does pretty drastically change the dynamic here in this game.
Oh, love the use of that down air right there, albeit very odd, but did the job it's supposed to do. Kind of puts Alpha Reviewer in a very uncomfortable position because now he's on ledge, like we talked about. He prefers to go back to the ledge just to get an approach out or just to start off his own advantage state for himself, and it's very odd. Like, again, we're off stage, Kazuya is simply waiting for you, and you allow, okay, that actually lands. I'm shocked.
Yeah, I think the reason why he's choosing to go to ledge is basically he doesn't want to get comboed to like a super hard extent, and the less stage you have to work with, the less stage you get combos with.
He's so worried about getting comboed that he doesn't even want to play right now.
Yeah.
He's just off stage, stalling it. Oh, and that probably is what he was looking for. Really good pickup with that high percent on that first stock. Alpha Reviewer still has some tricks. Now's the time to break him out, and I think he's got like half a bag full still.
Half a bag full of apples.
It's half apples, half tricks.
Are you trying to share them? I love apples. Ooh, big pickup on the platform. And we we're able to get right off and take a place. Not able to, for SmurfPoster was just really not able to find that simple tech on the platform that we were always looking for as Kazuya. Allowing Alpha Reviewer to get some confidence back as we get a little combo start. And I wish that up air connected, but we're going to get the rapid jump instead. And that is going to be another game 5.
Yeah, like I said, Apple Reviewer, he just knows. He's like, you know what? They want more Apple Reviewer footage. I have them covered. We got 5 games. And it's so interesting, like, the moment Apple Reviewer got that first hit on the left side of the stage, I muttered to myself, that's it. I know, like, there have been so many situations, like, where Apple Reviewer has this covered. Like, sure, that dodge comes out, but don't worry, Apple Reviewer's fast enough to get down there with the up air, and even right then, the second dodge comes out, Apple Reviewer still had the follow-up. They're not necessarily frame traps, but they feel like it. When you're on the back foot and you're staring down the generic me, that Apple Reviewer is just such a fan of, it feels like it's oppressive and there are no gaps.
Yeah, it's even worse because he's looking for the air dodge and stuff like that. So if you have a jump, you can jump out, but you don't want to jump up because he could just up you immediately and you just die. So it's one of these like 50-50 risk situations right now. But we are going to a game 5. Apple Reviewer does it for the people to put them on the edge of their seat. He is a showman at the end of the day. And small battlefield. Oh, no, we are
Nashville.
not. We're changing the stage.
We're going to an arguably, I don't hate it really at all, but I feel like against someone like Kazuya, it may be a little more difficult to deal with. But I mean, I think we're looking very, very at home here on the pick of Smashville, only because I feel like they both get what Smashville offers. You get a platform, you get a smaller amount of space as well, and there's not 2 plats to like run away with. So you're kind of forced into a genuine brawl situation.
Yeah, I mean, the last interaction was basically Apple Reviewer kind of using both of the platforms in the combo. So we take one of the platforms, it could just be a little bit better for SmurfPoster, and especially if those tech chases from some of the earlier games come back with, you know, all the platform chases that we saw. It could be rough for Apple Reviewer, but right now it looks like it's going to be Apple Reviewer taking a quick lead with yet another neutral special.
Yeah. doing a fantastic job right there. And now we're seeing the little stall right there, able to get back from ledge. And 12% done on Earth.
Oh, wow.
But dropping their combo.
Surprising miss right there, but definitely still looking pretty comfortable. Only a small trade, basically.
Honestly, lots of neutrals, kind of jumping around, finding their footing, literally. But there it is. How dare you? Watch your feet. You get electrocuting God with fisted, and then you get killed. SmurfPoster bring it back to pretty much even state, almost, may I say. But man, Abavir finally taking it right back. The up. Oh, let's
Wow.
go.
Let's even these stocks up.
Let's go.
That's crazy. The mash too is like pretty fast. It's not fast enough, and this is exactly what SmurfPoster is looking for. I don't know if it's okay. It felt like it should have been it, to be honest. Oh, that might be it. Oh wow, gets the shield up in time. And what a swing! That was so ambitious. Apple Review, we're gonna try and run away with it right now. That up tilt was huge. Oh my!
Oh, did not get the correct hit of dare.
The sour spot still almost off the side though. SmurfPoster on the hunt, but now both of them slowing it down a little bit. Wow.
Now back and forth, and whoever gets the true good next hit of neutral probably is going to win this set. Apple Reviewer, SmurfPoster.
Oh,
We got
that's it.
I got the DLC, baby.
I got DLC, and Abavir shaking his head there, waving his hand. You went game 5 against Kazuya on a small battlefield multiple times, and then, I mean, the game 5 was just explosive all around. SmurfPoster were just shutting down the advantage state that Apple Reviewer had in that second stock, and just said, no, we're gonna just reset real fast.
Yeah. You need to get this over with.
There's also something poetic about it too, because you're like, haha, get suplexed as me Brawler, and then you get suplexed back from the Kazuya. But yeah, these two platform configurations. I mean, there were times where it was really good for SmurfPoster too.
Yeah.
But I think it was a little bit better for Apple Reviewer, so I understand going back. And then we saw why Smash Show was a little bit better for SmurfPoster in the last stock and a half, basically.
That grab, that's 75.
It's so crazy. 70?
It's just over, man.
Right. Yeah, like I said, the confidence that you had when you were like, yeah, it's over. I was like, is it? Oh, my God.
Oh, it actually is over. Like, okay.
Not only is it over, it's so over.
Wait, here it comes. Another one, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, this
No,
is where
Apple
Abavir were like absolutely just destroyed and went crazy. But SmurfPoster again on the Kazuya, on the box as well. Whatever opinions you may have about the two being intertwined, it shows a really solid Kazuya that's just evil. Evil to fight, difficult to find confidence in, difficult to fight and find an advantage in. And to go game 5, I mean, it's mentally taxing and mentally tiring.
LOL. But yeah, no, Kazuya's not a good man. So him being evil and Smurf playing him like an evil man fits the character. So
Can't get mad about that. They designed him to be exactly what he is in the game. Just an evil guy. Oh my god.
This last stock, though, is so close. It felt like it would have been close for Apple Reviewer, but of course that spot dodge comes in. And
and
we saw
I can see the frustration.
Yeah.
He missed a dare,
Yeah.
which Sour spotted, and it just all like went downhill. Probably mentality-wise, he thought it was done right there, and then he had to play another neutral interaction with Kazuya. Scary.
we saw exactly why. Just spot dodge electric into whatever.
Yeah.
And the one thing, too, is the up specials were really good throughout the set.